Loving, caring, and peaceful English people, please subscribe, like, and share my videos on revenge because your gesture of kindness matters a lot for me. Now let's begin this masterpiece revenge story together. What would you do if your own boss mocked your disability, saying you were too slow, too weak, not good enough? Most people would quietly endure it. But I didn't. I documented everything, took him to court, and walked away with justice, and a settlement that made his jaw drop. If you've ever been underestimated, mistreated, or judged unfairly, this story will give you strength. Stay with me till the end, and don't forget to like, subscribe, and share your own experiences in the comments, because every voice matters. When I landed this office job, I felt proud. I use a wheelchair, and yes, I move at a different pace sometimes, but I'm smart, focused, and reliable. I thought I'd finally found a place where skills mattered more than appearances. At first, things went well. My colleagues were decent, the work was manageable, and I stayed late to prove myself. But my boss, let's call him Richard, seemed to have a problem with me from day one. At first, it was little comments. "Hurry up, we don't have all day." Or, "Maybe this job is too much for you." Said with a fake smile, but the sting was real. He started excluding me from team lunches, forgetting to invite me to meetings, and even moving deadlines up just to watch me scramble. My coworkers noticed, but no one wanted to challenge him. The breaking point came when he said in front of the team, "You're too slow. Honestly, you're lucky we even hired you." Laughter from a couple of sycophants echoed in the room. My face burned, but I stayed silent. Outwardly. Inside, I was done being his target. That night, I sat at my desk long after everyone left. Instead of crying, I started planning. Richard thought I was powerless, but he underestimated one thing. I knew my rights. If he wanted to play dirty, I was going to play smarter. I documented everything. Every insult, every discriminatory remark, every unfair deadline. I saved emails, recorded dates, and even quietly recorded a couple of meetings where he humiliated me. I contacted an employment lawyer specializing in disability discrimination. When I showed her the evidence, she leaned back and said, "You've built a rock-solid case. Let's take this to court." The day of the hearing arrived. Richard swaggered in with his expensive suit and smug grin, acting like this was a nuisance. But when my lawyer presented the evidence, the emails, the recordings, the witnesses, his face drained of color. The judge listened intently, then turned to him and asked, "Mr. Richard, do you deny making these statements?" He stammered, tried to deny, then tripped over his own lies. The recordings played out loud, every insult, every mocking word. The courtroom was silent, except for his voice exposing him. The verdict came swift and sharp. The court ruled in my favor. Not only did Richard have to pay me a massive settlement, enough to secure my independence for years, but his company was ordered to implement mandatory disability awareness training. And Richard? He was encouraged to resign, which is a polite way of saying he was done. Sometimes revenge isn't about yelling or fighting back in the moment. Sometimes the sweetest revenge is patience, evidence, and the power of law. He mocked my wheelchair, called me slow, but in the end, I rolled out of that courtroom faster than he ever imagined. So, what do you think? Was taking him to court the perfect revenge, or should I have handled it differently? Drop your thoughts in the comments, and don't forget to like, subscribe, and share this story with someone who believes in justice, because no one should be silenced.